Brilliant control from Boadu to find Bergzorg now. Bergzorg still. Bergzorg thinks it. Eljebli! Oh, that is brilliant! His second of the match. The Graafschap back in front. And what a finish it is. We talked about their technique for their equaliser. I said about unbelievable finish. Well, how about the technique on this one then from Eljebli? 30 minutes to go. We are 2-1 in front. What a finish. Look at this. The ball into Bergzorg's feet. Just stops it. Just chips it in the middle and says, there you go, Eljebli, mate. Put your foot on that one. Top corner, top class. Eljebli, a brace for him in the game. Like I said, not an ideal midfield three. But it's going to have to work tonight for us if we want a result. Boadu found. Really nicely done. Vet's in now as well. It's actually Bakker, sorry. And Bakker has put it in the back of the net. Bakker doing back things. The Graafschap won. Easy Alkmaar 0. And what a move it was to get us the goal. Lozano, good ball. Really good work. And that should be them in front. Oh, man. Lozano has put it wide. Woo! I thought that was surely going to be 1-0. I'll tell you what, it feels like we're playing the raid boss who can clear his lines, and that will do it. PSV 0, De Graafschap 0. And we will pick up some points against them this season, even if it is only the single point. But it's still a point gained rather than anything lost, and it does help us on our quest to secure in the top 2. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the De Graafschap career mode and welcome to the season finale today of Season 1. That is it. After today, we will be moving out of Season 1 into Season 2, where we will finish in the Eredivisie is yet to be found out. We are currently in second place heading into today's episode. We sit 8 points behind PSV with 4 games to go. We sit 4 ahead of Feyenoord and the AZ Alkmaar in 3rd and 4th. So I'm looking at this and I want that top 4. That has got to be the aim for today. If we show you our current run of games that we're going to end the season off with, as you guys may or may not know, we played Groningen last episode, beat them 2-1, played AZ Alkmaar, beat them by a goal to 0, and played PSV and drew 0-0. So yeah, 2 wins, 1 draw from the last episode. Today, we start with Venlo away. We sim FC Emmen before we have what could be a top 4 decider against Ajax at home, having already beaten them once this season. And we end off the season against arch rivals Vitesse away. An away day to end off the season. How about that, ladies and gents? So, that's the plan of action today, all right? Now, this is what I think we need to do. Okay, so Venlo up first. They're 7th place. FC Emmen, they're like bottom of the table pretty much. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they are dead bottom of the table, so we should win that. Ajax, and then obviously Vitesse. I think to get top 4, we are 7 points ahead of Ajax with them still to play, remember? I think we need to beat Venlo, we need to beat Vitesse, and we need to beat FC Emmen to be secured. I think we could still do it if we only beat Venlo and FC Emmen, or Vitesse and FC Emmen, and get a draw against the other one. But I don't want to have to rely on that game against Ajax, you know. I call it a top 4 decider, that might be the case. So, could you imagine Ajax not getting continental football from the Eredivisie? That would be something to behold, wouldn't it? I mean, they've had a poor season. And the thing is, as well, you got to remember, guys, that with this season, with the series, the way it works, I can obviously move to different teams. I'm not just limited to the Graafschap. I obviously want to win stuff with them, but I could well move on in the future at some stage. So that could be a possibility. Maybe if Ajax is still struggling, we might try and go over there and see what we can do. But for the most part, our job with the Graafschap has gone brilliantly in Season 1. We also picked up 2 new signings to the team for next season, both on pre-contracts. And they are, of course, Ravel Morrison and Zardes. Both of them will join up with us next season at the beginning of that one. And the one thing that intrigues me as well is to see how much money we're going to get to spend for the window in the year after, in Season 2. But we're going to head forward into the game against Venlo and get this party started, in essence. My only slight worry about this is that we've got Venlo now, and then 2 or 3 days later, we've got FC Emmen, which I will most likely be simming. So we need to think about the team selection here. As you can see, Patrick's still out injured, so we can't get him involved. But what I'm going to do, Bakker had a bit of a nightmare last game. So I'm going to start Vet, a bit more defensive-minded, and maybe tell Gibbs White to sort of push up a little bit more. So we're going to do that now. So let's do that and stay back while attack, and then allow Gibbs White the freedom. And I think I'm going to leave the rest of the team as is for now. So we head into Venlo. Depending on results elsewhere, top 4 could be ours after this game because we could move into it. And if Ajax obviously lose and we win, that would secure it. So let's get into it and hopefully, fingers crossed, see ourselves into the top 4. Gives White towards Bergzorg. Boadu making moves in front. Bergzorg looking over towards Bahoui. Not going to win the header, but we are underway here. And if anybody has said to me at the start of the season, DJ, you're getting top 4 with the joint lowest rated side in the division, I'd have bit your arm off at that. And that is the way we could see it, but that is a fantastic move and it should have been a goal. Venlo should have taken the lead after 10 minutes. Sliced across it, didn't he? Not a great finish from them, and they're going to rue that chance, I think, but we need to wake up. It's as if all of a sudden, that top 2 is in our grasp, the top 4 certainly is, and we are just sort of like, I don't know, just not really focused, are we? Not a good start defensively to this game. That should have been 1-0 up 100% as Owusu can't play the pass. My, we got away with that. Vet's gone on quite the run here as he plays Bergzorg. Bergzorg onto the left foot, swings in the cross, Bahui's there, and that is another good chance. One either side for both teams here, and arguably it could have been 1-1 already. Both teams testing the key, testing the limits, because they didn't even test our keeper, they put it wide. We test theirs though, Bahoui with that one, and I want to see actually, I think that should have been our corner, I'm not going to lie. Bahoui though, what an effort that was, but from him, should that have been our corner? Let's find out, as the ball is... Okay, no, fair enough, it is their ball, it is a goal kick, but yeah, one chance either side, and I was going to say, we're not really growing into the game, but at least we showed it there that we can create. And it started with Vet, actually. Going on a really long run before playing Bergzorg, who put the cross in. It was a good ball. But you've got to finish better than that, unfortunately, Bahoui. Vet. El Jebli. Good turn. Boadu making moves. Gibbs White's found. It's gone all the way through to Boadu. That is really nicely worked. And Boadu strikes first in the game. Who would your money have been on to grab the first goal in the game if it wasn't him? Who else would it have been? Maybe Bahoui, but of course, we know the quality Boadu's got. And look at this for a move. El Jebli's fake shot back inside. Plays the ball to Gibbs White. He just sends it through first time. Then the first time finish from Boadu. And it's put us in complete control of the match all of a sudden. You know, at 0-0, you panic a little bit every time they're on the attack. But at least we've got some breathing room to work with now. But it is only the one goal. And it's Boadu who's got it. Does that take him now? Onto 11. It does. 11 for the season for Miron Boadu. He's still, I think, 4 behind the top scorer, and I don't see him grabbing it, but it is positive, because at only the age of 18, he could be in the top 5 goal scorers of this season. Here is Gibbs White. Oh, he's done him, and Bergzorg's gone. Let's make it happen then. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle. For a second, I saw El Jebli. I tried to hit the over-the-top ball, because he made moves, and that was an unbelievable challenge from one of their defenders. I don't know who it was. But it certainly stopped a goal, and Owusu's caught out. And now there might be a chance, and it's a goal for Venlo. One apiece now. They've levelled the score up. It's a mistake as well from us here. Owusu caught out by a quick 1-2. But we didn't even need to lose the ball there. We could have easily held on to it. We went trying to find the second goal, and we've been caught out. Great finish off the inside of the post. And I mean, that's frustrating, man, because it means now, if Ajax win, they close the gap. And remember, top 4 is what we're aiming for. So at the moment, unless we can find a second goal and pull this back to 2-1, we're going to draw the game as Bergzorg tries to do that here. Swings in a delivery, which is going to be cut out. Gibbs White wins it straight back. Bergzorg sends another one in. It's header after header here as Gibbs White now will win another one. As we can't find a pass through, and that will be cleared away. Game on. Now Vet in a bit of space. Needs the run from Bahoui to come in. He's not really committing to it there, Bahoui. But he will pick it up regardless and try and swing in a delivery, which could be the last one of the game. Boadu goes up and doesn't win it. And that's going to be it, I think, for our chances at least anyway. Unless we can grab one more here. Lovren 6. Bergzorg. Nyland. Ball under control. Really good tackle, though. Great defending. And that will do it. Venlo 1. The Graafschap 1. It's only a point picked up. Could have been more. But... It's frustrating because we don't know how Ajax have got on. Well, AZ Alkmaar have beaten Feyenoord, so that does mean that one of them will stay behind us. Oh wait, no, they both will because I realise we have 4 points ahead, yeah. In fact, 2 now because we drew that game. So, AZ in 3rd place, 2 points behind us. Feyenoord's defeat means that they will remain in 4th. And as I said, we don't know how Ajax have got on. That's because they're yet to play. But it looks like PSV also haven't played. So maybe here, Ajax still have PSV to play. Okay, they don't. They play Groningen, but they're away from home, so that could be quite a tough one. Following on from that, obviously, we play Emmen, and they play Vitesse at home, who have beaten them, I think, in the series so far. Then we take them. So it could well just come down to the Ajax game and us having to get a result against them. On the final day, yeah, we've got Vitesse. I mean, you know what? I wouldn't even be disappointed if we did drop out the top 4, but still, 3 games remain. FC Emmen up next, and we will be simming it. So, with 3 games left, we still sit 7 points ahead of Ajax. If we beat Emmen, we have done it. That's it. We'll be able to get top 4 if we beat Emmen here now, because there'll be 2 games left and Ajax won't be able to claw back 7 points with only 6 to play for. So, 5 points ahead of Feyenoord. Depending on their result as well, we could actually secure top 3, which would be quite cool as well. So in this game here now against FC Emmen, all we got to do is win. Who are Feyenoord playing against? They're playing against NAC Breda, and they're like second from bottom, so I don't see them losing that one either. So, in this one now then, as long as we beat Emmen, top 4 is ours. Let's get into the game. I've had to bring Bakker and Van Meegem in due to a few fitness issues. However, FC Emmen are dead bottom of the league, so we cannot lose this game. I'm sorry, do not lose. That's all I'm saying, alright? I don't think we will, but you never know with The Sims. We are 40 minutes into it, and we have just seen the first action, which is a yellow card for Van der Pavert. Still nothing after 60 minutes. Couple of changes coming through. Bench up on for Boadu. 15 minutes to go. 0-0 so far in the game, and there is another yellow card for Van der Pavert. He's sent off in the game, and it will be 90 minutes of football, and a 1-1 draw against FC Emmen means that it goes until the next game. Okay, so here it is then. Feyenoord 4th, Ajax 5th. We play Ajax today. Avoid defeat, get at least a draw, and it's ours. So it's in our hands completely here. It's all we've got to do. Top 4 is the best case scenario, I think, you know, for the first season. I mean, the way they played against us last time, though, surely they're going to want revenge here, Ajax, and they might end up getting it. We'll see. The red card to Van der Pavert means it's a start for Nuviport. I don't know if I've said that right. We've got Gibbs, White and Cam behind bench shop. So top scorer, Miron Boadu, is on the bench, and that is because of fitness reasons. Not quite fully fit to play today, but we can call upon him off the bench should we need to. We're at home. It's Ajax against the Graafschap for the top 4. And if Ajax don't win, they cannot do it. Ajax have to win. The ball is in their ballpark. We control our destiny. They have to be the ones who set the tone. If they don't, they can't do it. Just like I said, we know exactly what the game panned out last time. Goal difference-wise as well. 4 behind Ajax, so if it goes down a goal difference, we don't have that to fall back on. We must do it through our own points as the official's invisible here. Let's hope they don't have an invisible game. Let's hope they put themselves about when they need to and actually give the decisions they need to. Especially if it's on us, you know. A little bit of bias coming in there. But after last time, Ajax will want revenge. Don't know what their team's going to look like. But they're going to have to make it happen today. I mean, Matthias de Ligt, I think, is still here as well. I think he's there, that number 4. Daley Blind looks like he's in the team as well. Kasper Dolberg, I think, has gone, which is why he wasn't playing in the last time we faced off against them, if you remember. You saw our team, but there it is again. As I said, top scorer, Boadu on the bench, Bahoui on the bench, El Jebli and Nyland on the bench. So we have attacking options should we want to call upon them. But at the same time, if we're 0-0 in the game, I'm not just going to make subs for subs' sake. You know, I'm going to think about it. That we've got to tactically try and take this game. Ajax, Onana in goal. We know about him. Pavard on the bench. Huntelaar on the bench. Labiad, Neres, Sean Tagliafico, De Ligt. It's a quality team, honestly. And how they are not really pushing for the title. It's a poor season, I'd say. I'm sure they'll come back swinging next year. But for now, their top 4 hopes are on the line. Our top 4 hopes could be secured right here. We are off and running against Ajax, who were, for me, the side to watch at the beginning of this season. They were, for me, the side who, you know, should have probably been the title favourites. PSV have thrown that theory out the window with this tremendous season from them. They have done so well this season, PSV. But Ajax, not so much. Oh, one back, and Bakker's got Lovren 6 on the right. But why did the pass not go towards him? Oh, that's outrageous. I'm sorry. Just run the correct way. Lovren 6 had so much space to run into, and I assure you he is not on stay back while attacking. And his first thought, for whatever reason, after we won it in a really good area, was go back. I've not instructed my players to do that, as Bakker's going to find Van Meekum. Benchop, you need to get yourself into that box and cause a few problems. You have got the aerial ability. That's not a great clearance from Daley Blind. The ball's back in. Oh, and that was the chance. It is Benchop as well with it. Oh, man. Headers wide. Daley Blind, that was so poor from him, wasn't it? That's probably why Ajax are where they are, through their own mistakes. We've got to take full advantage of it, though, when it falls our way like that. That's not a great sort of even cross and then header, to be honest, but we'll keep plodding along and hoping another chance opens up. Bakker, Benchop, Gibbs-White to finish. Gibbs-White! The Graafschap lead inside 25 minutes. Ajax, over to you. The ball's in your court. Come on. Morgan Gibbs-White, not a great sort of start to the career here, especially for the money. He's our club record signing so far, 2-point-something million. He's not had the best of starts to life in a De Graafschap shirt. But I tell you what, if that goal secures us top 4, forget about the past sort of 3 months. And we'll move into next season and you can be playing Champions League / Europa League football, whatever it is we get, because I don't even know. I said it last time, I should have checked. I'm going to check now, actually. All right, we're back out for the second half, and in fact, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring on Boadu, and actually bring a Van Meekum, I think. So Bahui's going to come on. We're going to swap Bergzorg and Bahui around, and then... No, in fact, we'll leave Benchop out there for now. So I checked, right? My trusty old friend Google, as I said, I was going to look at the Europa League spots and the Champions League spots and see who gets what. According to what I've looked at, don't know how correct this is and not. If we finish in the top 3... If we finish in third, the top 2 get Champions League, right? Then third gets into the Europa League and they have to go into a qualifying round. Yeah? Top 4, however, as we've got Benchop in to Vet. Vet to Bergzorg. Bergzorg to finish! Off the post, bounce it back out. We can't finish. It's offside. Oh, man. Wow. So remains 1-0 here. Bahui will come on now. So, back to my point. If you finish 4th, you go into a playoff against 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th in order to see who gets the last Europa League spot. So, I know I wanted top 4. That makes me now want top 3 instead, because it does mean we don't have to play off against a load of other teams in the Eredivisie in order to secure Europa League, as Benchop's looking for the run of Bakker, not going to find him. So, of course, top 3 would already get us into a qualifying round in the Europa League, and we won't have to play against any sort of Dutch side to be able to make it happen. Whereas if we finish 4th, we then go against 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th to decide. The last one, basically. So, yeah. Top 3 is the aim now. Lovren 6 up towards Bergzorg. It's been a great performance so far for the Graafschap. It could get even better here. Bahui! It's going to get better! 2-0! Come on! We smashed Ajax at their place. We're doing it again at ours. And we are looking like top 4 is certain here now. Top 3 has to be the aim. Get in! The substitution for Bahui has worked. It's Bergzorg with the cross. It's Bahui with the header. Onana can get nowhere near it. Ajax well and truly defeated twice. What a scene. Major props to Vet, who has been sensational out there with a minute to play. I think that's going to do it. I don't think Ajax have time to find 2. They may find 1, but that will not be enough, and they won't even find the 1. As Tagliafico on his weaker right foot puts the ball out, and Ajax are beaten for the second time by us. I love it. I love it. And what was the result elsewhere? We need to look out for Feyenoord, because we're fighting now with them for the top 3 as we head into the last game of the season. Spoke about goal difference. It might play a part, because as you can see, we are behind AZ Alkmaar in 3rd in goal difference. And you know what? The difference between 2nd and 3rd, Champions League, Europa League. That's the difference. Unbelievable. We could well get 2nd. We could well end up 4th. We know now that 4th is guaranteed, though. If we do drop into 4th, we will be playing against Ajax, Venlo, Zwolle, and Utrecht for the final. Europa League spot. If we stay third, we will get into the Europa League via a playoff round against whoever it would be around the rest of the world. So, around the rest of the world? What? Around Europe, I should have said. But yeah, so that's how it looks for the moment. So we're going to skip for a couple more days to see how Feyenoord got on. If they draw, top 3 is already ours. If they win, it goes to the final day, where we would only need a draw ourselves in order to secure that. Patrick is back. It looks like he's going to be back for the final game. Also, I scouted Ravel Morrison and Zardes as we already had signed them, so I thought I want to see what kind of overall they are. I know I said I wasn't going to scout, but we'd already signed them. We couldn't change that now. They were coming next season, so I thought I'll just see. Zardes is 73 rated. Decent sprint speed, acceleration, stamina. Finishing could do a bit of work with, but still, for a backup striker would be pretty good. And Ravel Morrison, 77 rated. Again, good physicals in terms of the acceleration, sprint speed. Could maybe do with a bit more jumping, strength, that kind of thing. But it's really technical where we're looking at. Ball control 80, 82 dribbling, 77 free kicks, so could take our free kicks as well. Got decent long shots. Really somebody to create the chances up there, just in behind Boadu, if you will. So, yeah, that is going to be that, as we're waiting on Alexander de Groot to come through the youth academy. To the final game we go then, Vitesse, and as you can see, Feyenoord are still yet to play as we skip through even more days. Come on, please don't win. If they draw, it's ours. That's all we've got to do. Just hope they draw, and then we do it, as we've got some more time to train. They won. So, it means that we do then go to the final day of the season, where we have less goal difference than them, so they will win it. That sucks, right? So, essentially, they are playing against ADO, and they should win that. All we've got to do is draw against Vitesse, and we are third. Having said that, my friends, AZ Alkmaar are playing PSV on the final day of the season, so we could even get second. Scenes. I didn't know they were playing. Oh, man, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. Okay, right, I've changed around the team, and this is what we're going to go with for this game against Vitesse as we head into the last game of the season. Everybody will be playing at the same time. We've got Patrick back from injury. He starts alongside Vet, who was sensational against Ajax. Gibbs White just in front of them. Bahui, Boadu, and Bergzorg as a front three. And the back four remains unchanged with, of course, Sherpin in between the sticks. The final game of the season, it's against our rivals. We could be looking at Champions League, Europa League, or a playoff to get into the Europa League after this game. That is the 3 options available. So yeah, I don't really know what to say other than I'm thrilled with how this first season's gone. It could be even better should we finish in second place. Of course, that requires AZ Alkmaar to lose or draw in their final game against PSV and for us to win. So yeah, there's so much to think about here. I'm just going to focus on trying to get the result in the game, and then we'll see what happens after it. I don't want to really even try and think about all the possibilities here. Owusu, Gibbs White, got Patrick inside here, and he's going to find him as well. Patrick, ball under control, out wide to Lovren 6. Have we got the extra man here to use? Lovren 6 up to Bergzorg. Bergzorg in towards the box, trying to put the cross in. We'll get it. And he goes out for a corner. 0-0 after 25 minutes. A draw here would get us the top 3. So, just got to avoid the defeat. Bergzorg delivers. As it was there to be won, nobody could make it happen. It's going to be Owusu to challenge, and he will win this. But we've not actually got away with the ball, because for whatever reason there, our player decided not to run towards it. It was Vet. He made like a, I don't know, like a circular motion that just didn't allow him to get the ball. Patrick wins it back and puts it in at the touch, though. All right, well, we're half an hour in, and a draw, remember, would be enough for top 3 for us. Got a really itchy nose as well in this game, which isn't ideal, because it's making me want to stop and itch all the time in my nose, but continuing on regardless. Gibbs White through towards Patrick. Patrick to Bergzorg, and now we're in a really good position. Bergzorg to finish! Bergzorg to finish! We have the lead! Calm, all right? We knew a draw would be enough for top 3, okay? Now, what this means that we've taken the lead is that if AZ Alkmaar don't beat PSV, the league winners, we get top 2, we move into the Champions League. As it stands, according to what I googled earlier, all right? Oh, man, that could be a massive, massive goal for this club. Bergzorg has got it, and what a strike it is as well off the inside of the post. Holy. We're approaching half-time. And I have to make sure I have a look at that game between AZ and PSV. I mean, at this stage, right, PSV are already champions. They could effectively sink or swimmers. You know, that to them means nothing. Oh, no, that's not great defending. Don't let them score straight away. Odegaard trying to turn away. Owusu will block. No! No, 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 no! Owusu! Throws it all back to how it was before. Tesse 1, De Graafschap 1. Odegaard crosses. Close. Oh, come on, Owusu. Close him down a bit sooner. Definitely need a new left back. I'm telling you, Owusu was my boy earlier on in the season, but a lot of goals do come through Owusu. You know, at fault for the equaliser against Venlo when he got caught out in that position, and then there, close him down. Don't let him put the cross in. Patrick found as he got a little bit of space to drive into. Patrick on the return. Imagine if he can grab a goal, that would be a story. 4 minutes until half-time. We have shown we can take the lead. We need to do it again here. Patrick gets the ball played short, puts the delivery in towards the back post. It's there to be won, and it is won, and we are immediately back in front. And I believe it's Lovren 6 who's got it. Yes! If it's Lovren 6, he scored 2 really good headers. I think he got one against PSV when we pulled it back on level terms before we ended up losing. Patrick back in the team, assists it. Puts the cross there. Lovren 6 just arrives and wins the header. And it's in the bottom corner. And it is Lovren 6 as well. It's his second of the season. A free transfer from the free agents. And he has been sensational this season for us. Wow, wow, wow. We're back in front against Vitesse. And I'm not going to give the speech about it because at this stage, we don't want to throw it away. Vet's going to pick up the ball. Boadu gets it under control and finds Patrick again. Look at the run through from Bergzorg. Patrick's going to find him. Is he onside though? Bergzorg gets the ball, tries to lift it over the top of the goalkeeper. Could have been 3 for De Graafschap, but it's not. It is only the 2-1 at the break. Patrick is pulling the strings out there. That's why he is so, so good, even though he is so young. It's his first season as a professional. But you can see what he brings to the team. And he is having a great first half. Now we just need to calm down over the break. 3 goals in a matter of 8 minutes. Wow. And it's 2-1 to us away from home. But how is the halftime scorelines then? Let's take a quick look at them. So, as it stands, AZ Alkmaar are drawing 1 apiece with PSV, which means we will be second place if that remains a draw. Feyenoord are beating ADO, which means we need at least a draw to guarantee top 3. And that was really the only 2 things we had to worry about. It doesn't matter with Ajax, but they are drawing in their final game. So it has been a very, very poor season for them. It really has been. But now we head out for the second half, my friends. And all we have to do is hold on to this and hope PSV hold on to a draw. And we are in the Champions League. Failing that, hold on to a draw here. And we get into the Europa League through a playoff. I mean, I understand that this has been incredibly difficult to follow because there's been all sorts of scenarios and situations that it could have been for us today. And I apologise if that's kind of like muddled with you guys. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we've had to follow and make sure we knew about. And I don't actually 100% know if what I looked at earlier is correct. And there is a 3rd goal. It is Bahoui who's got it. Surely now we will hold on to a massive 3 points here. Oh man, what a scene. What a scene. Bahoui's got it. Yes. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure that what I actually looked at earlier was in fact correct. I'm fingers crossed that it is. It is on Wikipedia though, so you never know, and I googled it, so there we go. But even so, this is unbelievable. We're 3-1 up against Vitesse. We look like we're going to beat our rivals for a second time. Over to PSV to do us a solid. Odegaard finding the pass, and that's an important block from Lovren 6. The man that put us 2-1 in front is doing his defensive duties brilliantly here. As a lot of pressure all of a sudden for Vitesse, and it should have been a second. The glancing header has gone wide. He just didn't really touch it enough, did he? Wow, 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 wow. I mean, at the moment, we're 25 minutes away from seeing this game out. I can't believe quite how this season has panned out, really. It has been a dream. 15 minutes remain here. 15 minutes away from seeing what awaits us for next season as another crossing towards the box. It's flicked on again. This is better. Oh, I think Sherpen's got a touch on that. What a save. Oh, my goodness me. Can you believe this game? On a serious note, it could have so easily been 3 apiece. Oh, Sherpen, you absolute beast. My goodness. We're looking to see this one out, but it won't have been without his part from all of our defenders and Sherpen, of course, in nets. As it's chance after chance, and Sherpen does it again. What a monster. Van Meekem to carry forward. The substitute who's on needs to now find the correct pass. Boadu is out of steam, so he's not going to get on the end of that one. 10 minutes away from seeing this. 2 important saves, by the way, from Sherpen. Unbelievable. Van Meekem through to Bergzorg. He's also running a bit on empty, but Bergzorg has the opportunity to see it out. Oh, Bergzorg gave us the lead for a brilliant effort, and then that. Oh, it's a similar position. I think he had a bit too much time to maybe think about it, so that's probably the reason he kind of started a little bit on the shot. He never looked like he was certain whether or not to shoot or lay it across or whatever. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us. I don't think it will. We've not got long left now. So when we come out of this game, keep your eyes on that. Top 3, though, is ours from this season. We have bettered sides like Ajax, like Feyenoord. The only team, really, that got the better of us this season were PSV. And there is the full-time whistle. What a season. What a start to life for us here at the Graafschap. I am absolutely thrilled, proud of how we've done this first season. But the question is, what awaits us following on from this? Patrick with a man-of-match performance on his return. Let's have a look. Oh, no. AZ 2. PSV 1. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? That means, my friends, that on goal difference, AZ Alkmaar have got themselves Champions League football with PSV. We drop into the Europa League. I'm not going to lie, okay? Although I'm proud and thrilled and happy, I'm also a little bit gutted because it was a matter of goal difference. 1 goal was the reason that we didn't end up in the Champions League. If PSV could have just held on to a 1-1 draw, we'd have been in front of AZ in second place. Now, we've got a choice. We can channel that, and our hunger can take us into the Champions League, maybe even a league title next season. We finished 7 behind PSV, so where are we going to pick up those 7 points from? Of course, we're yet to find out. We're going to have to try and bring in some reinforcements next season, but I can't quite believe I'm saying this. De Graafschap were 1 result away from Champions League football. Unbelievable. Down the bottom half of the table, though, where many expected us to be, FC Emmen in last place. Heracles also down there with NAC Breda in the bottom 3. For the goal scoring charts, when we take a quick look at that as we sign off what has been a tremendous first season here, as you can see, it is not quite the top 5 for Boadu. It's the top 10, though. He's finished 8th. PSV had Lozano and Romero both on 30 between the 2 of them, which is unbelievable. But Hui even in there now as well with 8 goals to his name. Berghaus takes the top scorer award and the golden boot. Assist-wise, Bahui got 9 to his name. Bergwijn got the 11, though, that takes him to the top of the list. I believe Sherpen has the most clean sheets, though. 18 from 33 matches, which was unbelievable. I think he only missed 1 game, and that was after we dropped him. Owusu with the 4th most yellow cards in the division, which is quite interesting. And Van der Pavert with 1 to his name as well, picked up in that sim against FC Emmen. Unbelievable season. I'm going to keep going right until the end of the season so we can see how much our budget is set for the upcoming season. Season 2 of this series. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Team of the competition. Have we got anybody in there is the question, though. Let's have a quick look at that. We have. We've got a couple of players in there by the looks of this. Decent. I believe Straumann and Sherpen. Is that Owusu as well? Yeah, Owusu's made it into the team of the season. Sherpen's in it. Owusu, Straumann, Bahui, and Boadu. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the team of the season. I couldn't be happier for the guys. Goalkeeper of the tournament was Sherpen. Player of the competition. Oh, man, we got the player of the competition. Bahui is the player of the Eredivisie. We didn't even win it. Wow. But it's still unbelievable to see. Interesting note here. De Graafschap's market valuation continues to rise. The most recent club worth valuation for De Graafschap was that we are now worth 26.7 million. Significant increase from the 16 that we started out at. That is very, very good to see. And what's even more interesting about that, if we take a look at Boadu, 26 million is what we're worth now, and he immediately is worth 11.5. He could be sold for almost half of what the club is actually worth. Tournament prize money, £7 million for doing it in the Eredivisie. And we've got some things that we need to look at. Sell-out matches, good, we did it. Youth development, we did. How do we do for domestic success? We didn't reach the quarter-final, but you can't complain when you're avoid finishing in the bottom part of the league and you finish third. You can't complain at that at all. Yeah, salary growth was a bit of a frustration, but we did most of what we wanted. I find it very difficult to believe that we actually are only 73 rated in terms of how the club sees us as manager. Especially when we've just guided them to potential continental football. And before we head into next season, I want to take a quick look at the players that played for us this year. Straumann and Bahoui with the most appearances between the two of them. Played all 34 games in the Eredivisie. 9 goals, 10 assists for Bahoui. Unbelievable return. If he'd have made it 10 and 10, that would have been really, really good. Van der Pavet with 38, Owusu with 39. El Jebli in there as well, 5 goals, 4 assists. Boadu with 11 goals to his name in the Eredivisie as well, 4 assists. Bergzorg, Van Meek, and Bakker. Obviously, we've got a lot of players to go through. Patrick was brilliant when he came into the team, grown by 4 ratings. Gibbs White, club record signing so far. So far being the key word as we keep going down, and you can see the players that didn't even feature for us. But as we approach the end of the season, one thing left to do, and that is show you the budget. It is time to say ciao to Season 1 of this series and head off into Season 2. But just to show you quickly, Daniel de Groot, grown by 11 ratings to 63. We might be able to get involved in some first team action next season. Straumann up by 6. Boadu up by 11 to 77 rated. Bergzorg up to a 70 overall player as well. And Patrick up to 69. My friends, it is time to end it off. But just quickly, Man United won the Champions League and Chelsea won the Europa League. So they are the 2 holders of the competitions at the minute. So, yeah, pretty interesting to see that. So let's click End Season. End of Season Review. Now that the season has come to an end, the Graafschap board has met to review your performance, or our performance as the club. While we didn't achieve all of our objectives, we believe that the overall, it was still a satisfactory performance. We hope to do even better next year and feel that you are still the right man for the job. Tell you what, I am royally I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I was going to say a bad word there. I'm not happy. What do you mean, satisfactory? Satisfactory. Are you mad? We're third. Could have been second. We have clicked it, but I'm angry. Okay, so we can access a pre-season tour, £2.9 million. I'm going to go ahead and accept the one that gives us the most money. So, moment of truth. What have we been given for this season? I'm going to advance a day or two just to have a quick look, and then we'll get some messages I'm pretty sure I have to look at. Yeah, so, here we go. That is abysmal. So much so, a paper has just fallen off my desk because it doesn't want to look at the screen. 6.6 million! I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of money in the league itself. You know, it's not like anybody spending upwards of 100 million quid. But I expected a bit more. I was thinking maybe 15 to 20. You know, that's what I was thinking. Well, it's not a lot of money, but we're going to have to make it work. We've got both new pre-contract signings arrived. And this is our budget then. I'm going to change it a little bit. 75-25. So 5.7 million with £36,000 a week to spend. That's the team. The likelihood is that Gibbs White's going to drop in there. Obviously, where is he? Ravel Morrison will drop in there. On the bench will go Zardes. Nyland will come out. And we will have Van der Pavet on the bench, I guess. Need a right back to back up. And then we've got Vet as well to think about. We've got Van der Meer who can play both positions. Yeah, we look all right so far. 7 million quid to upgrade the team. However you guys want to do it. Well, actually 5.7, isn't it? So 5.7 million pounds to upgrade the team. Leave me some suggestions down below of what you want to see in terms of new transfers to the club. And it is going to be a Europa League qualification round where we will face Innsbruck in August. So we face off against AZ Alkmaar to start the season. And in between Heerenveen and Zwolle and FC Emmen, we have a qualification round for the Europa League. That might boost us a hell of a lot, actually, because if we can get into it, just playing in the competition is going to give us a lot more money. So that might boost us a lot. So that's the big objective for this season, is get into the Europa League and try and perform as best as we can in it. And then one day go on to try and win the league. That's got to be it. But that's going to do it for the season finale of Season 1. We are now into Season 2. As you guys saw, the budget, and we now know it will be Europa League football if we can qualify against Innsbruck. So, fingers crossed we can do that. I will see you all for the next episode of this series very soon. But in between that, I will be uploading a goal of the season vote for Season 1, which will be like a 5-minute video where we'll put together the top 10, top 5, top 8, however many goals we put together for you guys to vote on for your favourite goal of Season 1. If you've got any suggestions for goals that you think should make it into that vote, then leave a comment down below with the episode that we scored it in and who got it against what team, if you can remember. If you can't, don't worry, I will be looking over the series myself to try and find what I think are the best goals from Season 1. It doesn't have to be goals that were scored by us either. It can be goals scored against us. So if you do want to add those to the list, make sure you do. Until next time, guys, thank you for the support on Season 1. Hopefully you will stay for Season 2 as well. And I will see you all very, very soon. I'm excited. Potentially Europa League football. Until next time, have a great day. Adios.